know what she said, she might just change your life.
At the big ACTRA event.
Yes.
And I understand that you last year won an award of excellence from ACTRA.
Yes,
and
I
with
did.
good reason.
Well, some thought so, and that's cool.
And
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Now you're considered iconic.
Yeah.
How does it feel to blaze this trail that you have for, Native actors?
Well, I feel absolutely blessed. Absolutely blessed. It's because it's not an easy journey. There's all kinds of roots and holes, and it's wicked. It's really wicked. But and now at this stage of things, and I've been so fortunate in the work that I've done has been pleasing. That that it's touched people in a good way, so that at any time someone who has had a good experience with my work can come up to me and share something good.
Well, the world fell in love with you in Dances with Wolves, and that's really when the spotlight was shone on you. Now, you say you've had obstacles. You've had obstacles because maybe you're Native Canadian, but also because you're a woman, and because you're not 20, and because in Canada we don't have a star system. What's the biggest obstacle that you've overcome?
That I've overcome? You never know. You don't know what you've overcome. I don't know. I'm sure excited about the way things are going these days with our storytellers, our filmmakers, what's going on there. And it's all a part of a process. So Dances with Wolves was a big, exposure to the world. And Loyalties was a big exposure to Canada. And it did travel the world. Loyalties did travel the world, but in a different train, eh? It wasn't as big and splashy as Dances with Wolves was. And, I say it's difficult because, they say that there's a glass ceiling for women. And I think for Indigenous women, it's a moose height ceiling. And people don't even know the racism and sexism that is there, and it's walking around with a colonial mind and this programming that we all have. And one example that I like using is that the Cree word for fire is skoteo. And that's made up of two words, esko, which means woman, and mete, which means heart. So fire is woman's heart, and the story connects with the fire at the core of Mother Earth. And our language was outlawed. Our perspective was outlawed. So that's the incredible tension that has walked with me all my days. But nobody can really, nowadays people can understand that a bit because it's everywhere. It's popping out everywhere. That we have to pay attention to water. We have to pay attention to the earth. Right. We have to pay attention to the principles of life, and we're all related. Absolutely. That's my thing.
Click the channel subscribe button for full-length interviews and more from What She Said here on YouTube.